There's not enough space here, mate.
Yeah.
There's too many bloody things to hit.
You can't crash into it. Here, I'll show you. I'll get you started. Oh man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you.
P.D. Hey, that was a sand pit last time.
It was.
Ah, look at all the frogs.
Yeah. And in here is the fish, and some will be for lunch.
Okay.
And there's a little duck house here. So any food they don't eat goes down through those holes and into feeding the fish.
Right, yeah,
And
yeah.
also duckage. Duck poop.
Yep, yep. I have seen before ducks right on the side of rivers with an overhang of their pen.
Yeah.
And I was just presuming at the time that that's what it was, you know, just for the
Exactly
duck
what
poo
it
to
is.
go in that
Yes.
feeds the fish, and
Yes.
duck poo feeds fish. We got frogs.
Yep.
Some big boy. Oh, this green face thing.
Yeah. I don't know why.
He's more like an albino, isn't he, that one?
Yeah, a few of them like that.
Okay.
And so the other thing we're playing around with is using, yeah, come and have a look over here. We've got a bit of water in here, so the we've got a much better example of the duckweed. But these plants, they really love them, the fish. These are not so fussed about, but these ones here, drop them in there.
The fish love these, do they?
I'll show you.
All right, okay. Is that the only area you've got duckweed growing now? You were having a bit.
Where I have it before, it's still there.
Is it going any better now?
It's going and the same, but we haven't. Oh no, that other thing, the big place. No, we've dismantled that.
Okay. Because the problem you had with it before, not long after that, we had the similar problem.
Oh, is that right?
Something coming up at it, eating all the roots off it. It was like a larvae or something, some sort of. But it was only that time of year we found. It's thriving again now.
Right. Okay, in a minute you'll see that start moving around, and the fish are starting to eat the roots.
Yeah.
Of the plant.
Fresh food for them.
Yeah. At least that's what they normally do. They can prove me a liar.
Okay, I'll take your word for it, dude.
Oh no, there they go.
Oh,
there
yeah.
they go. You can see they're going after it.
Yeah.
All right. Here's one of our little projects that we're going to be using eucalypts for. Swing set.
Okay. Yeah. And they're painted or treated so the ants don't get in them?
Yeah, exactly.
What is it, creosote or?
It's I'm not sure what he used. I think it might have been a mixture of the scrap oil.
Yeah,
and
but
it might have been a bit of paint. I don't know what he used. I'll have to ask him.
But it's working?
Oh.
No, I don't mean the swing. I mean keeping the ants away.
Well, do you see any damage there?
Oh, well, most of the time you can't see it, but I'll take your word for it.
No, it's good. No.
Okay. That's a good swing set, mate.
Yeah.
Your shade bit needs a bit more work on it, though.
It's his design. And as you say, we ripped.
Hello, it's the P.D.R.
Ripped all this down. Now, come and have a look at this. You saw the start of it. This is the finished job.
Oh, mate, you've been a busy boy.
Oh, yeah. Well, Knob's the busy boy. Hey. Settle down. Settle down.
What's up?
Hey. Settle down.
What's up?
Hey, it's okay. It's all right.
It's all right, mate.
It's all right. Yeah. So, it's...
It was just posts. It was just posts, wasn't it?
Hey, stop.
I'll stay here and pat you.
Yeah. So you can see it's all posts except for the flat bit, because of the putting the roof in.
Yeah, yeah, the tiles and that.
Yeah. Settle down. It's all right.
You've just been a good watchdog, aren't you?
Yeah, she is. So I reckon to put that together cost us about $300.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we didn't have to buy the post, but I mean, a couple $100 for the roofing, and then there's bolts.
The tiles would be the most expensive part of it. Yeah.
For sure. But no, he did a really nice job of it. And
how do you find these tiles? Do they wear good? Because I've got the similar ones on my.
no, they're good.
They're good. Yeah, branches dropping on them. Yeah.
If they get hit, they will crack.
Right. Yeah.
But all you do is squirt a bit of sealant.
I've got a few.
Squirt a bit of sealant.
Sealant. Okay.
Yeah.
I had about half a dozen left over, so I got some spares anyway. So.
Yeah. No. Rather than change them, just put a squirt of sealant in there from the underside. Piece of piss. Fixed.
Yeah, I think there was about 50 of them, which cost around $100. Does that sound right? Don't know. It's in the video. Watch the video. It's all in there.
So here's the rice crop. This is going to be harvested in about a week's time. It's ready.
So
to go.
what happened to the pig trailer?
Well, that's
this was just grassland last. We walked straight across here.
That's right.
You got a forest of bloody.
Yeah. So you can see up the back. Now this cassava's been there probably about 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
And you saw the other stuff. That's about 7 months old.
Oh,
so that's
okay.
about.
That was
3
spindly
months.
shit. That was the stuff you pointed out in the neighbour's place. Yeah, comparison.
Take a look at that, and even more so, the stuff out the back.
Okay.
That's just gone up gangbusters.
Anyway.
Right. So now
Getting the full-on tour today.
Full-on tour. And this, by the way, is the bird scarer. So anybody who doesn't know how rice grows, it sends out these seeds. Let's see if I can see some that's been attacked. Right, here.
Okay.
You see, it's been sucked out. And so basically it starts off as rice milk, okay? And then it hardens into a rice grain.
Okay.
And when it's a rice milk, the birds come and break open the shell and drink it.
So that's what the scarecrows are in rice fields for, to prevent them from getting the rice milk.
Yes.
They're not actually after the rice.
No, they won't eat the rice.
Well, there you go. I've learnt something. Has not been a waste, this bloody 3-hour trip out here, mate.
Yeah. So you can see how big some of it is grown.
I'm just in awe of how much bloody work you've done here in the last 6 months, mate.
Yeah.
What is it now, 16 years in Lao?
Yeah,
right,
heading for 17.
Because the title of the videos were 15 years.
16, yeah.
They're going to be 16 years now.
And so you see all the grasshoppers. You don't have those if you've been putting pesticides down. Now, this is the thing I've talked about with the testing, right? So you've got an area over here that didn't grow very well, and with the rice you've got an area over here that didn't grow very well. So you dig up the soil and you put it through the machine, and there you go. You know why it didn't. Compared to that, or compared to this.
Okay. Oh,
right.
wow.
So stems, like tree trunks.
And what are they, 3 to 4 months?
Yeah, this is about 4.5 months old, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't hear the pigs.
Ah,
the big,
nice and quiet.
The big one. You still got the big beast?
He went to see his maker.
Did he?
Oh, yeah.
This is a pig tractor.
But the replacement
is
now
he's
ensconced.
Taken over his his room.
Yes. So we got 2 of the. Let's go and have a look.
Let's check them out.
Yeah. So we had one lot of litter from them, but it was it didn't work at all. They put out 3 and they all died, so it didn't work at all.
There you go, boys.
This is a boy and a girl.
Boy and a girl.
Yeah.
The honeymoon suite.
Yeah, you could call it that.
Yeah.
And you can see what they do to the ground.
Yeah, yeah.
And you can see where the trail of
Come
what they've
along.
done to it. I don't at the moment, okay? But if you look at this, you can see almost a demarcation line. This here is soft. So this is the silt and the sand. And this is the clay.
Okay.
So what the trampling does is it separates out because it gets all mushy and all the rest of it. And because the clay is a lighter weight and the silt and the sand are heavier, they sink. So that means you've got a nice fat layer of clay. If you want to make clay pots, you want to line a pond,
Okay.
that's what you use.
Right. So have you been doing that?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet. No. Not yet.
Well, that's good. You know, it sounds interesting for anybody who wants a bit of a hobby.
Yeah.
That wants to stay at it. You can come and dig up your own clay.
That's it.
Give you something to do.
Okay, so step there. Right here. Okay.
Do you see many snakes?
We killed 3 of them, but the answer to the question is no. Let me take the torch again.
What was my question? Oh,
Snakes. No.
okay.
In other words, you're worried about getting bitten, you won't. Otherwise, if you were, I wouldn't.
Is there many venomous snakes?
There are a few small ones. So here's the thing. How hard this ground is.
Yep.
Right? That's really, really hard. Okay. You come up here, it's the same piece of ground.
Yep.
The only thing the difference is this has got the wash from the
The
flood.
runoff from the pigs and that. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, and you take a bag of it back with you. Topsoil.
Yeah. Oh, that's all right, isn't it? That's nice and crumbly.
Yeah. So
And
that's-
you can tell with how clean your hand is afterwards too.
Yeah, just dust it
Yeah.
off. So over here we've started growing a new crop of napier grass. The reason for this is because when napier grass is 6 to 8 weeks old, it's got the maximum amount of protein in it, which is anywhere between 15 and 20%. Now when you look at a bag of animal feed, it's 20% protein. This is 20% protein. It will
So
be.
what's the native grass?
I don't know what the native grass is.
But this is it.
No.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So when that gets
This
to
is
be,
it here.
so when that gets to be 6 to 8 weeks, it'll be up here.
Right. Okay.
The old goats, they're a bit quieter. They've had their feet. Now come and have a look over this. Here, this was an absolute mess last time you came through it. We've cleaned it out, filled it with water, and right now there's about 400 catfish in there. They're about that long, and we're experimenting with using not duckweed, sorry, water lilies.
Yeah. Okay.
You can see
Yeah.
it bouncing up there and munching on them a bit.
Yeah. So you've got an area that you just grow these water lilies
Yeah, well,
for the food,
yeah.
or so they're
We
still able to reproduce the water lilies. I mean,
yeah,
and not get wiped out by the catfish.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right, yes. We're going to bring a electric cable across, hang a black light, so that will attract the insects and they drop in.
Oh yeah, there's an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cassava there, is that 4 months also?
Well, you saw it and you said, "Oh, what's that?"
That's a forest.
That's the forest.
It's was this fish pond here? I can't remember this being here last
That's because
time.
it was full of rubbish.
Okay. Okay.
Now look at the size of these. So these are about 7 months old.
Right.
About
okay.
2 months, and we should get from these big ones here about 5 kilos per plant.
So
That's
just
50 cents.
to bring people up to speed with
Yeah.
cassava, it's the root,
It's the root.
that you chop off and then you put them through a slicing
You
machine
can
and dry them out.
Or you can just sell it as root.
Okay.
You
Yep.
will get 10 cents a kilo for it from the local factory.
Just as a bare root.
Just as a bare root.
Right up.
We get it probably off a root plant stem that size. You'd get probably about 5 kilos.
Okay.
So it's 50
About
cents.
50 cents just
50 cents,
just
dollar,
off this.
$1.50. Yeah.
Wow.
And this is the seed.
Yeah,
Cut
yeah,
this in the
yeah.
legs like that, stick it back in the ground the way she
I've
does it.
seen it on our travels where
Yeah.
people have just cut them, laid them up against a fence
That's it.
with the plans to plant them,
Yeah.
but they've just shot there.
Yeah. Now,
Okay.
feel the difference in the temperature when you
Oh, yeah, yeah. I've been sort of slowly pushing you in. Oh, mate, it's aircon. Air conditioned in here.
Exactly. We've got to tell you,
Is this where we were before?
This is exactly where we were before.
Doesn't it look different?
Yeah. Now, you remember that sour fruit that you had at Mwang for Wang? Thinking, what's that? And someone said, oh yeah, it's like a sour fruit.
What's she smashing up there, Bear?
It's that Mukbang. It's like this kind of fruit.
Oh, it's a fruit.
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's hard. I haven't seen that before.
It's really sour.
Okay, it's not a... And what do they add with it? Chili and
they
veggies
try to make
and...
like a papaya salad.
Okay.
But it's kind of Mukbang.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tons and tons of it. And this tree is where it comes from.
Because if Lao say it's sour, it's going to really screw your face up. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know how old this tree is, but there was fruit everywhere.
Okay.
Here. Absolutely.
Is there anything you can do with the fruit other than...
We're going to feed it to the soldier flies.
Okay.
So, here was our...
This is
we've redone it.
been renovated.
But the latest effort didn't work very well, so we're going to have another go later on.
Okay.
But we got a bit of charcoal there. But not.
And your smoke water?
This is the same lot. I tipped it out of there into here. It's supposed to separate out, but it's been in there now for about 6 weeks, and I'm not seeing any sign of it separating. So maybe we just use it as it is.
Just to refresh my memory, what did you say you use that for?
This is an insect repellent.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
So the smoky smell.
It smells like you've been out camping for a month.
Yeah. Now this to me, as I said before, this is my favourite spot.
Oh. It's a bloody coolest spot too.
Yeah, and the reason that this has never been ploughed is because this is where Nitz's ex-father-in-law built his house, because it's the highest point of the land.
Yeah, it is too.
So
yeah, you can see it drop off over there, drops away there,
down there,
down to the
when
river
the
this way.
came up, it just went around.
Right, so this was just an island.
This was an island, yeah. But of course now there's a dam up the river. No flooding.
They just release it if it gets too high.
It did about a week, 10 days ago. It came up, and the water table came up because that pond that's empty, the water came up about 2 meters.
Okay.
And then as the river went down, it just disappeared.
So 2 meters at that pond, is that?
No, not that pond. The big one.
Okay.
It's empty.
Yeah.
Next to the pig pen.
Okay.
So
no water's come up to the house. Yeah.
No, not. Well, the one time it did flood, it was up to the windows of the house, the water, and a dam had collapsed up in where all the jars are, Ponsavans. There was an earth dam collapsed.
Okay.
Down the river, and it just flooded everywhere. Anyway,
Okay.
so that's that bit, and you can see we got quite a bit.
Cassava all over the place. So how long until you do harvest?
About 3 months.
Another 3 months.
Yeah, so when it's about 10 months old, it's ready to go.
Okay.
And
Okay.
we have more about another.
Is that always the same with cassava, or just right? So you can't harvest it early if you get desperate or anything.
But you can harvest it later. There's a sort of a window there that lasts for about 6-8 months.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to harvest it after 10 months, you can leave it in the ground. It will get bigger. If you leave it too long, it turns to wood.
What is the biggest use for cassava? You know, everybody knows, well, I presume everybody knows you can buy chips with it. Yeah, they make cassava chips, but what is the main use of cassava?
it's got, I would say look it up on the internet, but it's got many, many uses.
Yeah,
many
make
uses.
it like a flour, because I know
You can make it as a flour.
cassava cake in the Philippines is a big thing.
You can use
Bloody
it
beautiful.
industrial. Oh, there's one thing I meant to show you, I forgot. Let's come back this way. Yeah,
Unusual leaf.
You scratch it and you put it on your coffee. Cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
That's a cinnamon tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what, you scratch the leaf
No,
the
it's the bark.
the bark?
It's the bark. You cut up the bark off of it.
Okay.
You see, you cut it off and you kind of peel it.
Tastes like friggin' bark.
Yeah, but that's cinnamon tree.
Hello. How you doing? Yeah.
Yeah, there's 5 in here, I think. They're all
Bloody healthy looking units, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. The avocado?
Yeah.
We didn't get one.
You didn't?
Not a one. Apparently, they do that. The first 1 or maybe 2 years, they just put out blossoms and that's it.
Ah, right. Well, ours was good this year. Not the avocado tree you gave us, but one we had been growing for about 5 years.
Right.
It was covered in them.
Okay. Yeah, we walk around.
Oh, the big purple ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The boar is a much calmer one than the other guys.
Ah, right. Not like the big
No.
the big freak that was in here. Oh, mate, haven't you grown? You weren't this big last time I seen you. You're not a bad looking unit.
Nah, he does his job.
Got a nice looking head on him.
Yeah.
Big set of dusters there too.
Yeah. So we had to put a bit of a fence in because he was getting a bit amorous and jumping over the wall.
Yeah. So he'll still get bigger, you think?
Or
Or probably not as big as the last unit.
Well, the point is, he's about a year and a half old now, something like that.
Yeah.
And we kept them too long, so we've had a bit of a gap of production because we kept them for like 5 years, 6 years, and it was too long.
Okay. Yeah.
And they just sort of faded out.
Yeah.
But
So how many
so we
piglets you'll get from these?
Well, the last lot we got was 12.
And in a year?
They get 2 litters a year. Hey?
Don't you jump that at me.
No, you won't.
No.
You won't. No. So
So
get two litters a year. Basically, it's 114 days gestation.
Yeah.
And then you give them a rest for a couple of months.
Okay.
And then they start, looking for the boar again.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. They're the ones who decide. They start.
Oh yeah.
They start wanting it.
Yeah. There was a while when we were doing injections and stuff, but now we don't.
No. You just let them
when
go
they're
for
ready,
it. They'll let you know.
They start making all sorts of noises.
So 12. You're looking around 20 piglets a year.
Somewhere around 15 to 20, depending.
Yeah. And you were saying the you get
600,000 kip a pop.
right.
Yes. Yeah. And so we've got 8, but you could have 10. These one boar can handle 20 sows.
Lucky boy.
Lucky boy.
Yeah. Or is he? Or is he?
So that is remember you saw the napier grass and all the rest of it?
Is that here? That's sugar, isn't it?
This one here, yes,
that's sugar.
That's sugar.
Okay.
But the ones
you called it elephant grass.
The ones at the back is elephant grass.
All right, yeah.
This is sugar cane.
Yeah. But I remember you
napier
pointing
grass.
out, and I'm thinking, what the hell?
Then there was the Israeli grass.
That was it, yeah.
Turned out to be a complete waste of time. They didn't have enough protein in it. So they didn't grow that fast.
Right. So protein is the key factor when growing livestock feed.
Yes.
The higher the...
basically you need about 18% protein feed for the finishers and for the little ones. So we'll have a quick look at it. Now that's starting to go now, so we'll have a look at that a little bit later. So we just got these 2 in here now, and these These are replacement females, and so are these two here.
They're nice and clean looking units, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, they get a bit of a wash. Hey, if you come here and have
There
a
you
look.
going, guys. Laying down on the nice, cool concrete floor.
They love the concrete. See how big those are now.
Wow. Yeah. So the key is the bigger the cassava, the bigger
thicker
the
stem,
bigger the root, the
bigger
more
root.
money.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And how many years would you grow cassava in the same
In reality,
the same
you
plot
should probably only do it for a couple of times, and then you grow a cover crop of
of bean?
beans.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
A particular type of bean, or it doesn't really
just
matter?
Any old bean will do. It basically
Like
puts
string bean
nitrogen
or
back-
something like that?
Anything. You just
Okay.
turn it back into the soil.
So they're stripping the nitrogen out of the
Yes.
land. So and the bean puts it back.
Yes.
Okay. What, from actually growing, or you let the bean die off and then?
you just plough it back into the ground.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
in other
there you
words,
go.
Yeah.
So anybody wanting to come and live on the land here, lease the place up here.
Yeah.
You'll allow, they're fine to grow their little hobby.
Well,
Sort of.
the idea is to have a piece of land up there, which may be maybe a quarter of an acre, or somewhere between a quarter and half of an acre, and they grow their own food up there. But if they want to come down here, look at that up there. See all that seed?
Yeah, on top of the
Yeah,
like flower.
yeah. That's teak.
Ah, okay, yeah. Got the big massive leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got about four teak trees. They're pretty big. They're,
How long till you'd sell a teak tree?
30, 40 years
Okay.
for it to get to a decent size. Yeah.
Right.
That's why eucalypt, because they are 10 years old and then they get to this big.
Right. Okay.
And this patch down here, this is where we put the goats. So the goats just keep the weeds down until we're ready to plant something.
Okay.
Okay, so now this.
There you go. You up off the concrete, are you? You mate.
Yeah, so we've got a proper path in this time.
Another well-hung pawpaw.
Oh, yes. Now this is our beginnings of our soldier fly setup. So what is happening here is that this is the place that the pupae will go from pupae into adults, and then the adult, you can see one there flying around, and they mate, and they will lay eggs in here because it's over some smelly stuff, so they see that as food for the eggs. And this is the water, because the adults only drink. They don't have a mouth. They can't eat.
Oh, right. Okay.
And so
it's just a damp rag, is it? Just
yes, just a damp rag. Because if you put water there, they'll drown because they're attracted to it. But this is where we put the actual soldier fly. What's this? Let me see. So the idea is that when they're ready and they're looking to go to hibernate to become
flies.
Pupae
to
become the adult, they climb up here. They're designed. They've got in their brain says, I've got to climb out of here. So they climb up there and walk along here and then drop into there. And we haven't got any yet because we set it up yesterday.
Okay.
But if you dig down in here, you can see them.
All right. Okay. What we'd call maggots.
They're a maggot.
Yeah.
But
it's a larva. Yeah.
It's a larva,
Yeah.
and the point is, it's 65-70% protein.
That's what I was going to ask you. You're growing these to supplement the protein in.
To make a protein feed. Yeah.
Okay.
So they become dried.
You mix that in with
So what
dry
we do is we just sell the protein, and they mix this protein because it's so high in protein. They only need a small amount, and they mix in their cassava or their napier grass, chop it all up.
Yeah. As filling.
It's the protein that the animals need.
The grow. Yeah. It develops muscle and that. Yeah. But you can't. Yeah. It'd be way too expensive just to feed them protein.
Well, that's why protein is now, you know, I think it's about
It's ridiculous
30.
to buy.
Yeah, and it just keeps going up because it's
Yeah.
imported, you see. So this is why I've had conversation now with the deputy head of the Lao University Animal and Fisheries Department, and he's keen to come and see this, and also the head of the local college.
All right.
Got in to see him because one of my brother-in-law's brother-in-law was, up until last year, he was the head of that college.
So how much protein did you say? 70?
75% fat and protein.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what they are. So this setup, as you can see, is very specific. That is scrap oil to stop the ants getting in.
Yep.
And this stop the rats.
Rats, okay.
Rats can't climb up.
Ah, the rats would bloody love them, wouldn't they?
Oh.
Video keeps cutting in and out, guys.
Yeah.
So if it's just cut off at a funny time and he's mid-word or sentence, it's overheating. It's bloody stinking hot out here, and it's just getting too hot. So what do we got here, mate? Got some
Pork.
Some of your fish, is it?
Out of the pond.
Yeah.
Pork.
Some
Out
pork.
the back.
Yeah. Some of your own bananas.
Yeah.
Okay, everything yours except for the water. Okay, this is going to be interesting. He's going to get me on this tractor. The Iron Buffalo. There's not enough space here, mate. There's too many bloody things to hit.
You can't crash into it. Here, I'll show you. I'll get you started.
Righto.
Okay. So we're going to put it in second gear. And then this, that's the gear stick. This accelerator, that's the clutch. Just drop that low. Drop that down. Oh, away we go. And this is how you steer.
How do you stop it? Okay, just pull it out of gear. Okay, so all it is go,
Clutch.
stop.
Yeah, you drop, and it, you know, it's like a clutch.
Yeah.
Put in clutch.
Yeah,
It's just backwards to a car.
yeah.
And this is the accelerator.
Righto.
Okay.
So you adjust this accelerator before you actually drop the clutch.
Yeah, so you wind it up a little bit, like that.
Okay. Where am I supposed to go, but?
Oh, we just go up the road.
Yeah, on a road would be okay. I don't want to drive.
There's the road.
Oh,
There's the giant. Hang on. Jump on.
hold up.
Piece of piss.
Piece of piss. We're a bit short of
What,
footrest here.
Stand up the back.
There we go. I'm right.
Are you all right? All
I'm
right.
good now. I've found found the comfort
Give it
zone.
some herbs.
Righto. This just hang down, does it?
Yeah. Yeah, just so when you drop it forward.
Oh, right, it doesn't go right up.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So what if you were to fall over then? It would just keep going.
Ain't nothing gonna stop us.
No.
No, the trick is don't fall over. Right. So now we're going to back out.
Okay, you got reverse.
I'm going to reverse. It's a little bit tricky. Kicks up a bit.
Oh man. Okay. Right, give us a go of this baby.
In the ditch, never mind. And if you get into trouble, just pull the lever back, nice and slow, let it down. There you go.
Where's the power steering?
If you wanted to go left, pull up that lever. If you want to go right, pull up that lever.
Ah, okay. Right. Okay. Oh yeah. Geez, it's heavy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, to turn it, you know, you really do need the,
Yeah.
the left and right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Mate, those bastards must have huge forearms.
You ain't kidding.
Yeah.
So when you just get up in the grass there, just pull the lever back and we'll do the rest.
Okay.
No, a bit further. Okay, that'll do you. Pull it back. Drop it in the slot. There you go. Piece of pest.
I can't get over how heavy that is to turn. Where's a look at your forearms?
First gear.
Has anybody else drove one of these things? That is a struggle, seriously. Yeah, definitely newfound respect for the guys who drive those things, mate.
Yeah.
Banana chips, eh? He's got some really good stories that he was telling me over lunch today, that while you guys were cooling down, we've had to leave for another video, but he's going to get me fishing next time. He had me on the Iron Buffalo today, going to get me out, throwing a net out in the water, fishing Lao style. But it's been a great day, dude.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. We will return.
Good.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
You got any questions for Chris? Hit him up. I'm going to put his email below. Any questions you want me to ask him next time, or things you want him to talk about, let us know, because I love coming out here nice and peaceful. Until that motorcycle come, you couldn't hear anything. Beautiful place out here. Beautiful time of the day. Look at that. And that's just up over this hill, where you could possibly be living too, if you want to get away from the rat race. As he said in the previous video, just hit him up, get in touch with him. All his contacts will be down below, guys. So thank you for tuning in.